Tax Tip Tuesday, brought to you by Stadler and Company, the tax pros.
Well, it is that time of the year where Tax Tuesdays are kicking off with our good friend Lori from Stadler Tax and Associates. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
Well, you know, we know that this is something that we look forward to as far as seeing you, but as people, we don't necessarily look forward to when it comes to paying our taxes. And the reason why we do these segments, Lori, is because we know you're going to give us the best advice, the most up-to-date information, and more importantly, for folks out there watching, hopefully provide them a service that's going to allow them to get the most out of their returns. Sure. So let me first of all talk about you personally, what you do and what services you provide.
Well, at Stadler and Company, I manage all of our offices. We have offices in 4 different cities, Terre Haute, Brazil, Bloomington, and Bloomfield. And we provide not just tax service, which is a very important part of it,
sure,
but also representation. If somebody gets that IRS letter and they're like, I don't know what to do with this or what it means, we help people with that. We also provide payroll and bookkeeping service for small businesses.
That's such an important thing, too, and that's something that all year long, for those out there who may start a small business and they're looking for that person to handle, you all do a fantastic job.
We do. Yeah.
You also have a new website, and I do want to mention this because it's so easy to navigate, so wonderful. You really just launched, right?
Yeah, just about a month ago, we launched this new website. We've been working with a new company, and they've done a fabulous job of getting it all updated and ready to go for us.
So what will people find on the website as they navigate along? Will they be able to find answers to questions, or are there places they can reach out to someone and ask one of your associates?
They can submit a question on the website, and we get an email about that, and we can reach back out to them. They'll also find under our resources tab, there are our intake sheets, that paperwork that everybody has to fill out every year. If they want to get a head start on that, that's there. There's some tax calculators, also a little link to our Play Tax game, which just really gives you some questions and answers that if you have a question about a particular area, you might be able to find it there.
Also, I love, too, that you make it easy for folks when they're looking for those locations. As you mentioned, you have several now, so all the addresses and phone numbers are all there, too.
They come up on every page, I believe, so it's quick and easy.
Quick and easy is what you want to make it for everybody who comes for your services. So let me ask now, are there things that they're going to see this year that are going to stand out, and maybe some of the things that we're going to be addressing in the coming Tuesdays?
Well, I think there are definitely some changes in some of the credits, some of the deductions, and so just a little teaser that there are some changes coming that we're going to be talking about and that they might want to know about.
I feel like during the pandemic and during the last couple years, there's been a lot of money kind of dished out that maybe isn't going to necessarily be dished out. Am I right?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for folks out there who now are seeing these, and we know in the coming Tuesdays we're going to be answering some of these questions, say they have a question that they submit to you, could that be potentially one of the things that we address on a Tuesday? I mean, are there common questions that you get?
There are some common questions. Of course, probably the most common is, can I claim my dog?
Oh, well, hello.
I know.
I wish.
But that's absolutely something that we can look at, is what are those common questions? What are the things that people really want to know about?
How soon is too soon to get started on your taxes, Lori?
Well, e-filing opens with the IRS next Monday, so we've got less than a week.
Wow.
Yes, so it's not too soon right now.
Wow. And then next Tuesday, since we're already jumping ahead, what are some of the things we're going to address on that first day that we kind of get into some of the meat of what we're doing?
Well, I think you already hit on it. Those things through the stimulus package and all of those special things we had because of the pandemic. We're going to talk about which of those are still here and which ones might be gone.
Yeah, because I think there are some that people really appreciated that are probably not going to be available.
Right.
I had a sinking feeling you were going to say that. All right, so for those watching, what is the best way to reach out and reach you if they have questions?
They can give us a call at 812-478-2800, and if you have a question for any office, we can direct it from that number, or check out our website at stadlertax.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We look forward to Tax Tuesdays. I know, again, as I jokingly say, we always look forward to Lori. We don't look forward to paying our taxes, but she's going to help make it as painless as possible each Tuesday right here on Good Day Live. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
We'll see you again next week.
We'll see you.
Once again, the office located at 3464 South 4th Street in Terre Haute. The number is there on the screen, as well as the hours of operation Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4, Friday and Saturdays by appointment only. All right, stick with us. We'll be right back.